Hello and welcome to this presentation on how to write an essay. I'm Noel Atkinson, I'm the course manager for the Learning Design and Innovation team. Writing, especially a master's level essay, can be a bit scary. You turn open your assignments, you look in your Moodle platform, you see your first essay to write, and you often don't know what to do. Well, it's really good to actually print out the assignment. The sheer act of pressing the print button, going to the printer, printing it out, reading over the case study, getting a paper, a pen, a highlighter, coffee, cake, throwing yourself over the paper, can actually start to get the creative juices going. Read widely, read the coursework, read the general websites, read academic articles, read over the case study, make notes as ideas come to you. Let your mind wander. Think beers around a barbecue, where everyone has an opinion on how to fix a topic. You know how it is when you're with a few friends over a dinner and you've got a glass of wine in your hands. You can fix global warming. You can fix plastic in the oceans. You can bring peace to the Middle East. You can cure the economy and make sure everyone's fully employed. We all have an opinion when we have some friends around us, a glass of wine in our hands, and a dinner full of food. So what is a master's degree essay structure? Well, as an undergraduate, no matter how smart you are, you're often a 21-year-old whose most life experience is a part-time job in Subway. At a master's degree, you have an undergraduate degree, you have some life experience, and you have the ability to look at a problem and to actually understand there's more than one way to solve it. In writing an essay, there are many ways to write an essay, and they may not be the right way for you. I would encourage you just to Google academic essay template space.edu.au, and that will pull up almost all the academic essay templates from the different universities and the different education institutions from around Australia. A suggested essay structure I would recommend is, this is the one I use, but you don't have to use it, is an introduction. It states why it's important. I mean, it should get my attention. It should use bold statements. It should use the most dramatic examples you have just to draw me in and to say, well, why should I spend the next 20 minutes reading your paper? You should define the problem. From now on, be precise and be objective. What is the issue? And start to really show your academic abilities by using much more precise language. List the multiple theories or ways of solving the problem. This problem could be solved A, B, C, D, or E. Then list the most preferred theory or way of solving the problem. The most preferred way is B. Argue why your option is the most appropriate and why the rest are not. And argue hard. Go with academic journal articles to back up what you're saying. And a conclusion, it summarizes your argument and it ties it back to the introduction. Now, across all these points, it's important to remember that in each point, make sure it has a good bridge to the next point, a good segue. This is about a sense of flow between all the different points so that it kind of feels holistic and not jarring as you're jumping from one of these points to another. Adding an academic punch. As a rule, avoid using web pages for referencing. The CQ Library and Google Scholar are really great places to go. Anyone can write a web page. Even I use Wikipedia for personal learning, but anyone can write a Wikipedia page. What's better is the journal articles found in the CQ Library and in Google Scholar. And to be honest, they're just as easy as Google. Go to the CQ Library, type in your topic, and it will find journal articles, whether it be the use of robotics and psychology and people's fear of robotics, or whatever you want to find. We have journal articles on it in the CQ Library. You will also find them in Google Scholar. Make sure your assignment looks professional without trying too hard. So if it's going to look professional, avoid the use of gimmicky little characters or borders or something, but try and see the formatting, the layout of it, and ask yourself, does this look like something a master's level student should have produced? It brings me on to this idea. We don't print too much anymore. So use lots of space. Use double spacing. Use lots of pages. Use decent margins. The only time we print is if something is important. And if it is important, then we're not in the business of saving paper. We're in the business of giving it a lot of room for people to draw on. So use lots of space, make it readable, and ask yourself, Does it look like a master's level paper? Review before you send it out. All professionals review their reports and essays before publication. Use software like Grammarly or Typely.com. Get a good friend or a partner to read over it and find obvious mistakes, like when your paper suddenly flicked back from Calibri font to Times New Roman and back to Calibri again without any reason or justification. Your friends can look over it and say, why does that paragraph spill over the 2 pages? Why not start the new page and use a page break to start the paragraph on the next page? Send it to your friends in the MBA LinkedIn group and kind of get different people's opinions and say, well, is this paper looking right? And make the changes and resend it to all your contacts until they're happy. In the end, you've got to just submit it. Normally we have a deadline such as Tuesday 5 p.m. At Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. we're madly working on it. We know it's not perfect, but we submit it anyway because it's just got to get done in time or else we'll get late penalties. In this course, we don't have set deadlines, but I would encourage you to create your own deadline and stick to it. No paper is perfect. Everything can always be improved. At some point, you just have to submit. Welcome. I'm glad you've actually stayed your time, and I really enjoy having you all here listening to my presentation. I hope that it's really useful for you, and I welcome your feedback. Thank you.